So take your soles of the feet to the floor, so you make like a bent knees position, yeah. And then let the hands rest on the belly and on the chest, please. We use the floor to land. And in particular, on a day like this, the aim is to truly earth ourselves. And return to the present moment. So use your senses, sensitize your palms, sensitize your feet. Feel what you can feel with the soles of the feet, even inside socks. And as you make the hands receptive, you can feel the rhythm of the breath. So for now, we keep the breath. We let it be how it is. We'll change it later, but for now, there'll be a practice of being with the body, being with the breath and the mind as it is. This is a practice of surrender. And it's a practice which builds resilience in our ability to accept what's going on all around us. But more than that, we can also stay connected to the beauty of the rhythms that are going on within. Noticing how they're always present, always now, and always changing. This reminds us of how temporary situations are, which can be a comfort. So as you breathe, enjoy each stage of the breath. From the birth of the inhale at the base of the belly, all the way to the top of the collarbones. And every single stage of the exhale as the lungs slowly sink back and the navel floats back towards the spine, making emptiness again at the base. From here we shape the breath. So settle on an exhale. And the next breath in, let's inhale for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold at the top, 2, 3, 4. And exhale, 2, 3, 4. And hold at the bottom, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. And hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Let the breath return. Notice how it always returns. Take one more breath to fill the lungs. And let the body sink into the floor. Then the next inhale, we'll draw the knees in towards the chest and give them a squeeze, both. On your next breath in, pull the right knee in and then extend the left leg away. So we're going to be in a lying position and pulling the knee in towards the chest. So here we make it active first by pressing the shin against the hands as we breathe in, but yet pulling back, good. And then as you exhale, draw the knee in towards the belly and soften the belly and soften the low back. Good. Again, inhale, press the shin. Feel activation deep inside, and then as you exhale, draw the knee in gently as you soften shoulders, face, head. Nice. From here, please take the hamstring with the interlace of the fingers now. And then extend your foot up towards the ceiling. We draw the toes towards the face as the heel extends away from the calf. And again, we activate. Inhale, press the the hamstring against the hands. And then as you exhale, we start to draw the leg back towards you a little bit, while at the same time lengthening the calf muscle up towards the heel. Good. Inhale again, we send that leg away. Then as you exhale, we ease towards you. Just for the purpose of getting into the sensation of the tissues, the deepest and, not the deepest, but the thickest and the biggest muscles of the body. Good. As you inhale again, draw the knee back in towards the chest and let's give it a squeeze. And swap it over. Take the left knee in, right leg goes forward. Good. So we do the same thing. Press the shin and the hands against each other. And as you exhale, ease the knee in. Good. One more time, inhale and press, get active. And then as you exhale, draw the knee in softly. Good. Next inhale, we'll extend the heel up towards the ceiling as we interlace fingers behind the hamstring. And think about lengthening that line from calf to heel. Inhale first, press the hamstring away. Good. Feel how everything switches on immediately. And then as you exhale, we ease the leg in. Good. But keeping that lengthening from calf to heel. Nice. Again, inhale, press. Then exhale. Good. Next inhale, please take your knee back in towards the chest, give it a squeeze. And then draw the other knee in, so we get both knees in towards the chest. Now the next inhale, send the legs up towards the ceiling. Make a little T shape. Not T shape, an L shape. First, so point the toes up towards the ceiling as you inhale. As you exhale, send your left leg away, the right leg is going to stay lifted. And as you breathe in, lift the shoulders up off the mat and then reach the hands on the outside edge of your right thigh. Good. Point both toes, exhale. As you inhale, swap the legs, come up. Exhale, reach on the outside of the left leg. Good. Pointing the legs away from each other. The bottom leg is off the floor. Yeah, good. Inhale back up. Exhale, reach it away. Good. The strong breath. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Good. One more time each side. Inhale, lengthen.
Exhale, reach. How high can you take those shoulders off the mat? Good. Inhale, up. Then exhale, last time. Reach, 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 reach. Point both legs, and then inhale. Draw the knees in. Give them a squeeze. Maybe rock side to side in the lower back. What feels good? Then we start to roll up and down the spine this time, keeping the knees nice and tight in so we get momentum until we roll all the way up. Good. And before we get going properly, I have one more nice little pranayama treat, which is to stimulate the thymus right here. Whatever you like. Yeah. So take your arms wide first. Embrace the world. Now, as we exhale, we're going to tap the sternum gently with each hand. And we let the inhale come in naturally, and then we get a rhythm where you kind of allow the momentum of the hands. So this thymus, which is underneath the sternum, it's like the school for our T cells, for our T lymphocytes, and it helps. That's what teaches the cells to fight off antigens, which is useful when we have things floating around in the air. Going to stop those coming in and be totally resilient on the inside. So find 5 more here. Then hook the thumbs and inhale and reach the arms up, and then fill the lungs up. Notice how the expansion of the lungs spreads the ribs, and know that as you inhale, the lungs embrace the heart, so that you give yourself an embrace from the inside every time you breathe. As you exhale, take the hands down. We'll come via tabletop and meet in downward facing dog. So, anything you need to get rid of or move, or nice and warm already. So often during classes, I'm like very precise about what we should be doing with different parts of the body, and push here and lengthen here and stuff like that. And there is an element of that even here today, but mostly we want to feel sensation in the body and feel what it feels like to be in this position and that position, so that we can be present with our experience of each moment. So as the head becomes lower than the hips, can you allow gravity to let the crown of the head lengthen away? Riding the wave of the breath, can you fill up the rib cage so much so that the sides of the ribs expand? You can find a bend in the knees more if you like, send the hips up higher, closing that angle, that first hinge in the body. Then find the inner thighs, the power of the legs that wraps you back towards the back wall. Good. Find agency through your arms, so hug the forearms together. Yeah. And then push yourself so much that you go back away, so that we do not descend into our hands. We have control over the situation. We can push ourselves back. Take another breath in here. Exhale. As you inhale, take a walk to the front of the mat. Find a halfway lift when you're ready. Very nice. Good. Halfway lift, extend the spine so much. So you can take the hands to the shins, yeah. And then lengthen out the front of the body by drawing the hips back, 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 back. And thinking about, no, the other way. Yeah, stick the tushy out. Yep, exactly. Think about, again, that space at the center of the sternum and how much that can surge open in space, and fill it with breath. As you exhale, we fold. A bend in the knees is welcome if you like, and rock the weight more into the ball of the feet. Good. From there you can send the hips even higher. Good. On the next inhale, press the heels down, take the arms all the way up towards the ceiling, and lengthen out both sides of the waist, open up. Good. So you can take the hands apart and feel freedom around the neck. Yeah, exactly, and lift up behind. Take a breath up here. As you exhale, we fold again. Good. And here can you let the breath do the movement for you. So when we fold forward, we look for an emptying of the belly, feeling that dynamic of how the breath is born at the very base of the exhale, how it fills us up. When we rock the weight more into the balls of the feet, we find it slightly more buoyant, because that's the bouncy part of the foot. And also we take it out of the back of the legs, so that allows the back of the legs to lengthen more. So you can keep the hands on the floor, or if you like, you can hold opposite elbows to encourage softening through the neck. So let the head hang. And here we let gravity act upon us, as you feel the power through the legs, which always support you and keep you from falling down. Good. One more time, release the hands on the inhale and press the feet into the floor and let that propel you all the way up towards the ceiling. Good. Now, let's this time hook the thumbs like a little butterfly and drive the heels down into the floor. So we go heels down, hips forward, and then sternum lifts. So we lengthen out the lower back and lift up, 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 then breathe. So biceps and ears in a line. So you pull the arms back behind the head, if that feels okay. Yeah, exactly. And then lift the heart up so much. Then as we exhale, bend the knees and fold, interlace the fingers behind the back, and then soften the shoulders, soften the neck, soften the knees. Good. So the hands are like a fist. Yeah, exactly. And that means that we can maybe open up the front of the shoulders and let things soften here again. We repeat that, so release the hands, and on the inhale, press heels down, hips forward, hook the thumbs, let the pubic bone go forward as you lift the sternum up towards the ceiling, and breathe in so much into the lungs as you lift. Thinking about going up, 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 up. Yeah, excellent. And then as we fold, interlace the fingers and release the whole thing. Good. Fab. Release that. As you inhale, take your hands to the shins, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands and then step back for downward facing dog. Good. So just for a moment, hold that there. Then as you inhale, step right foot forward, left knee down towards the floor. Ground down with both feet. Then in the same way, the heels go down, hips go forward, and we lift up behind the heart to take the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, plant the hands down, step back, downward facing dog. On the inhale, we ripple forward, come into a plank. So shoulders come over the wrists. Now here we place down knees, then chest, then chin. So that same space in the center of the sternum meets the floor. Stay here for a breath. Then we exhale. On the inhale, tuck the tailbone underneath, we ripple forward. Find a cobra, press toenails into the floor to let the heart go forward. Then exhale, bend the knees and we come back and downward facing dog. Again, thinking about going backwards. Letting the power of the arms move the whole body back in space. So if I were going to assist you, I would push on the back of your pelvis so that you move to the back of the room. But you can think about doing that yourself, using your legs, using the inner thighs, inner ankles towards each other, and the power of the hamstrings, which we already made friends with at the beginning. Let the head be soft, so that we find a balance always between the strength and the softness. Good. Next inhale, step right foot, then left to the front of the mat until we find halfway lift again. Exhale and hold. Press the feet, take the hands all the way up towards the ceiling. Right away, heels down, hips forward, sternum up, find the lungs. Then exhale, bend the knees and fold again, interlace the fingers behind the back. One more time, inhale, halfway lift. Then we exhale, plant the hands, step left knee back. Is that right? No, we did the other side. Yeah, let the right foot back, good. Left heel goes down, right knee goes forward, and then heart lifts as the arms come up towards the ceiling. Good, big breath here. Then as we exhale, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. Then right away, heels high, hips high, ripple through the spine until you come forward. Yes, nice. All the way to the plank. Then we place down knees, chest and chin. Finding that contact with heart and earth. Then breathe in. Good. Next inhale, draw the tailbone down and ripple it forward. Find the inner thighs and press those down as you find the cobra. Soften the shoulders though. Yeah, big breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Can you try stepping your feet back again for just a second? Yeah. So I often in this room look for suggestions of doing things slightly differently to how we do in the ashtanga room. Not because of I want things to be one form or one tradition or whatever, but more like try it this way and see how it feels different. Because you still have the space. You have plenty of space in your body for wrapping the thighs back and then lengthening your waist. Yeah. And then let the lungs do the work for you again. How much can the breath lengthen the space between the shoulders and the hips, even out the armpits? Good. Next inhale, left foot and then right steps forward for a halfway lift. Good. Exhale and fold. Then press the heels last time. Heels down, hips forward, hook the thumbs, lift up behind the sternum to open it up. Then exhale, down knees and fold into my single spine. Good. So let's inhale halfway lift. Please look forward. Exhale, plant the hands and step the right foot back. So we'll be runner's lunge first, which means that the hips are squaring to the front of the mat. Left hip back, right hip forward. Good. Inhale to lengthen, 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 lengthen the shoulders away from the hips. Good. As you exhale, place the right knee down onto the floor. And let's pull the left heel and the left hips back as you flex the toes. Spread your toes very much. Good. You can keep a micro bend in the knee and then inhale, send the chest forward, forward, forward. Good. Next inhale, step it forward. Come back into the runner's lunge. This time place the right hand down onto the floor and open up the left hand up towards the ceiling for an open twist. Beautiful. Yeah. Watch that left hip, let it wrap back. Good. We've got plenty of space between the shoulder and the ear. Nice. So, a fun variation that I like to practice with this is a good transition. Press into your left heel so much that your right hand starts to hover off the floor. Then as we inhale, we come around into an open twist facing the bent knee. And reach the hands away from each other so much. Good. As you inhale, take both arms up towards the ceiling. Then as you exhale, plant both hands on the inside of the left foot. Please take the right heel down towards the floor, like warrior two. Yeah. Now, walk the hands out to the outer right-hand corner of the mat. From here, send the heart forward, forward, forward. And press your tushy back, 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 back. So we're going in opposite directions. Good. Left heel drives down, right pinky toes drive down. One more inhale, here we lengthen. As we exhale, like how we fold. Bowing to the earth. Again, inhale, lengthen. And then as you exhale, fold again. Good. Inhale, come back up. Now, exhale, press your left heel down to the floor so much so you can feel the outer left hip tuck underneath and swoop the arms up and around. Warrior two. Yes. Nice. Good. Sweet. Next inhale, take the arms around as we square the hips. Right hip comes forward, left hip back. Open up. So we lift up that heart away from the kidneys again. Yes, exhale, place the hands down onto the floor. Step left foot back. Downward facing dog. So take a big breath in through the nose here, please. Exhale through the mouth. Start to let go of some of the stuff we're building up. Feel the power of the lungs to not only support us, but also get rid of waste. Know that each exhale does that. On the inhale, take a walk to the front of the mat. Find a halfway lift, look forward. Always extend the spine, send that heart forward. Exhale and forward. Press into the balls of the feet, send the hips even higher, feel the power of the legs. Good. Heels down, heels down, take that arms up as you inhale, all the way up towards the ceiling. And here lengthen, just lifting up and letting the wave of the movement move through. Good. As you exhale, let's fold. One more time, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back for runner's lunge. So the standing postures teach us about our relationship to the earth. So finding the right toes, the right heel, how do they plug down as the right hip pulls back. Good. First place the left knee down. Let's drag the right hip back as the right heel pulls back, the toes spread. That's it. Send the heart forward, forward, forward as you We exhale, come forward into the runner's lunge one more time. We lift the back knee, covering the left in the thigh. Nice. Left hand comes down, right hand up towards the ceiling. Good. Yes. So we use the shoulder blades at the back of the body to create integrity in the torso. That will help us as right heel presses down into the floor to hover that left hand gently off the floor. Yeah. And then power through the legs to come up for that twist, opening towards the right knee. Reach all the limbs in opposite directions. Yeah, good. Next inhale, take the arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Then we exhale, place them on the floor on the inside of the right foot. Left hip comes down like warrior two, grounding us down into the earth. And then we walk to the outside edge of the left corner of the mat. Tushy goes back, as heart goes forward, inhale to lengthen. Then as we exhale, we fold down. Again, inhale, lengthen. Use exhale to get down. Then inhale again, lengthen away from your hips. Press that right heel into the floor, tuck that tushy underneath you, and then circle the arms up and around. Yeah, warrior two. Good. Find both arches of the feet, lifting and wrapping up through the legs. Then inhale, we come around for the high lunge, and use the propelling of the back heel to lift the heart even higher. Yeah, big breath. Then we exhale, come back down, and we're facing up. Good. So let's not let it settle too much. Lift the heels high, hips high. Ripple forward into a plank. Good, nice. And here we can find the power of the arms now as we wrap the elbows back towards the waist for chaturanga. Yeah, good. Nice choices. Inhale, kind of cobra. It's not time to do our most powerful practice, soften the shoulders. So lift from here instead. Yeah. Exhale, downward facing dog. Making wise choices is something we really need to do. Keep doing that. Yeah. Not throwing ourselves out into the wind. And finding what's going to be nourishing. So, find the breath. Good. Nice. Okay, we have one more fun swoop of a sequence to find. So let's take a walk forward, one step at a time, or large steps, whatever you like. And drag the heels down, let the weight carry you all the way up. And let the breath go. Yes, that's it. Exhale and fold, please. And a half lift again. Let's straight away set the right foot back. Oh, and the left foot back, downward facing dog. That's it. Okay, so find the square, please, between the hands, the two shoulders, and the two hips. All of them will remain even. As you press into the hands, inhale, take the right leg up towards the ceiling. Yeah, nice, good. Reach with the toes so you lengthen through all of the sides of the body. As you exhale, round the knee towards the nose and spread the shoulder blades to the outside edge of the back. Squeezing into most of this. Good. Inhale up and back, please, lengthen. And then again, exhale. Here, step forward between the hands. Now, again, open twist, left hand down, right hand up. Good. Here, take a deep breath. Now we get fancy. Look towards your right thumb, and then reach the right hand down towards your left heel. At the same time, we start to drop the left hip down towards the floor, keeping the legs straight. So you can take a look at me here. We're dropping it down. Yeah, outside edge of the left foot. Good. So it takes a little bit, but not all the way down. We're still hovering on restorative left foot, left hand and right foot. That's it. Now, it's a bit of a swoopy move. Right hand forward into the centre, and then keep going with that right hand. As we turn around, right hand down, then left hand up, open twist here. That's it. Now, left hand down towards the right heel. We drop the right foot down towards the floor. Good, you got it. Inhale, swoop the left hand forward, forward, forward. All the way back, the left hand down. Then right hand up towards the ceiling. Nice. So it's less form, it's formless but fun, which is the point. You just want to get into your body. Okay, press the right heel down again. Let's come up around for that open twist. Standing, left hand reaching forward, right hand back. Good. Reach both arms in both directions. Now, take right hand to left thigh. So you're reaching back, yeah? And then reach left hand up towards the ceiling. Good. Open up the left side of the hard left lung. Good job, that's it. Little balance challenge. Okay, inhale, take the right hand up, let's find high lunge. Now, as you exhale, join the palms, take the thumbs, yeah, quite long stance. Take the palms so that the heart and the sternum meet. No, they don't. The thumbs and the sternum. Okay, now propel yourself forward. As we exhale, left elbow wraps around right knee. Good. And use the propelling of the left heel to rotate yourself around rightwards towards the ceiling. Good. Fill up right lung so much. Good. As you exhale, look down towards your right pinky toe. Yeah, you've got such a long stance, that's fine. Yeah. Good, okay. Then as you inhale, step the left foot, hover beside the right foot. And we find the chair again, like that twist. Good. We're wrapping the left hip back to square the hips this way. Good. Then reach the chest away from the two hips. Good. Big breath in here. Lovely. As you inhale, take both hands forward to find a regular chair. Then exhale and fold and let go of all of that we just did. I see why we call it strong. Yes, good. So release the head, let it go. So we do it strong, but we also balance it out. We find a yielding. And the aim also is to use the strength of our body to find where it can be soft as well. So, at this point, I also like to invite, when your head is hanging underneath your hips, that you can open a little door on the top of your head and let all the stuff fall out that you don't need in there. Then when you take a breath in, you can close that. And then when your next inhale, you're free in your mind. Okay, press the heels, let's take arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Then as you exhale, let's fold again. Half the lift here, please. Then exhale, plant the hands, step back, downward facing dog. So press both hands, please, into the floor. Yeah. Take the left leg up and back towards the ceiling. Nice. Reach through those toes, nice and long. As we exhale, take the knee towards the nose, round the upper back, so much good for your leg. Inhale up and back, please. And then again, exhale, round it forward, good. Then look forward, we step the foot through. Nice. So here, we take the right hand down towards the floor, we come back to the open twist, lifting left hand up towards the ceiling. And then we drop the right hip as we take the left hand back towards the right hand. We keep pressing through that right hand to the right shoulder so it's powerful. That's it. Inhale, we swoop around. And we travel until the left hand comes down towards the floor, right hand up towards the ceiling. Good. Drop right hand back towards the left heel, so drop the left hip. Then swoop forward. Good. Exhale, right hand, left hand up towards the side. Let's do it one more time. Left hand down towards the right hand. Swoop the left hand forward. Exhale, left hand down, right hand up towards the sky, open up. Good. Let's move it forward. Then right hand out towards the floor. Open it up for the twist. Then press your left hand into the floor so much that that right hand hovers. We come up and around for the twist. Feel those legs. They hold it up all day long. They are awesome. Left hand comes down right thigh. Open up the right lung. Good. Now, next thing you come, take both hands up towards the exhale, we join the palms. Take a breath in. As we exhale, look down towards the left. Oh no, wait, we can twist, sorry, first. Right elbow around the left knee. Good. Twist, 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 twist all over. Lovely. Inhale, look down towards the left pinky toe. Good. And as we exhale, step right foot forward. Forward. Twist. Yeah, twist. Good. Keep that right hip rounding back so you're squaring. And then reach the shoulders away. Yeah, that's it. Lovely. Take an inhale, reach the arms forward. On the chair. And as we exhale. Fold. Good. And here again, find the balls of the feet. Let the head be heavy. Here, find a hatha lift, please, and forward. And step back, together facing up. Take one breath in. Then as you exhale, let the knees come down towards the floor and find a child's pose. Yeah, anyone you like. As we come back down towards the earth, the rhythm of the breath brings us back to the present moment. And it's always nice to do strong things and powerful things in order that we can then feel that heat and we distribute it and yield it. So let the earth take the weight. Nice walk that hands forward. Plug them into the earth, tuck the toes underneath, bend the knees, and send hips up towards the sky. Take a walk to the front of the mat, please. Press the heels down all the way into the floor when you get there, and then use that power of the legs to reach all the way up towards the ceiling. Here, exhale, let's fold all the way down towards the floor. Find the happy lift, please, first. Exhale, plant the hands. Take the feet back, down facing up. Good. Press the hands into the floor, straight away. Take the right leg up and back towards the ceiling. Good. Exhale, rounding towards the nose. Look forward. Let's step the foot through. Left hand down reach your right hand forward. Left hand is going to come to left hip. Now bend your left knee and press more to the ball of the left foot. Now our fingertips are going to come to the floor. You can step the back foot in slightly. And then surge your heart forward, forward, forward. The torso goes forward, and then you can maybe rock the weight into that left foot until the right foot hovers. Good. Now, here you can stay. If you like, you can reach your left hand towards the sky for rotated Ardha Chandrasana. Good. Take a big breath in. Nice. Exhale, step the right foot back. Let's reverse again. Left hand down the right thigh. So reversed, rotated high lunge. Yeah. Good. Take a breath. Then inhale both arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, plant the hands. Here we take downward facing dog. Good. Ripple the heels high, the hips high, take it all the way forward into the plank. Nice. And then find your version of vinyasa that feels right for you today. Good. Lifting from that place where the sternum is at the front. So we soften this. Good. Then let the ones float. Exhale down, facing down. Take a breath in here. Use an exhale to distribute the heat that we're building. Good. Press both hands. Take left leg up towards the ceiling, please. Inhale. Exhale, round it forward. Set that foot through the hands. Take right hand down and left hand up towards the ceiling. Open twist. Then as we exhale, we'll drop the right hip so left hand comes back down towards the outer glute here. Good. Inhale to swoop around. All the way around until the left hand comes down and right hand up towards the sky. Open twist here. Good. Lift that left inner thigh. Press the right heel down. Let's come up and around for the twist. Good. Nice. Now right hand down, left leg. Open up the left side to one here. Good. Now let's go forward. So go forward, forward, forward. With that the left hand, sorry. And then put it down to the floor. Press more to the right ball of the foot. And then you can send your chest forward, 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 forward until you lift the left leg. Good. Right hand can stay on the hip or it can reach up for a rotated Ardha Chandrasana. Good. Reach in all directions, inhale. Exhale, step the left foot back. Good. Right hand down, left thigh again. We open up for the reverse. Good. Last time, inhale, take both arms up towards the ceiling and open up the lungs. Then exhale, plant both hands. Step back, never facing up. Good. Heels high, hips high. Let's ripple forward, find the plank. And your choice, you can do a chatai or knees, chest, chin, as you like. Good. Nice. And soften the shoulders, soften, soften, soften. Yeah. Good, big breath here. Then as we exhale, press back. Let's step. From here, take the knees down towards the floor. Sit on the heels. And then we'll let the palms rest facing up. Yeah. Now here can you stack the back of the rib cage over the back of your pelvis, the back of your skull over the back of your rib cage. Not in a rigid way, but in a soft way, just so that we can start to feel the aftertaste of what we were just doing. So what we do in this room, we build that heat. The heat which is transforming, which is cleansing, which burns up impurities. But we don't just raise that heat, we watch how it moves. So as your palms are facing up, you can feel the texture of the air against your skin. You can feel the texture of the air against your face. And as you breathe in, you can feel how the air enters your body, supporting you from within. Now more than ever, we're very aware of how much in interrelationship we are with the rest of humanity. And it can be a scary thing, but it can be a really beautiful thing too. So as your heart beats, know how all of our hearts are beating. And we can enjoy our humanity. Slowly we're going to take the heat that we've raised and earth it back down into the ground. So when you're ready, you can curtsy up to the side of your heels. Come to lie down again, all the way back. And this time again, take the heels upwards. So no more explicit core work, but because we've done plenty of that. Now we'll just, so the palms can be on the floor. So now, all we do is take all that and descend it down, inversions. So you can stay here. In fact, let's start by wrapping the inner thighs towards each other and pointing the toes. So, like this. Yeah. So it's the same, we do this action in downward facing dog where we take the inner thighs and wrap them back. And that creates the power. So take a big breath here. And as you exhale, draw the navel back and towards the spine. So we flatten out that lower back. Good. Can you even press the back of the shoulders into the floor? And feel how the back of the ribs press. Good. Here, please take the feet back towards the floor. And then bend the knees and place the soles of the feet on the earth. Now, off the feet, slightly wider than your hips, so that you can see the outer edges of your heels when you look on the side of your hips. Yeah. Now let's find big toes, pinky toes, and heels. We reconnect with the earth through the soles of the foot, and feel how the inner arch lifts when we press down the outer edge of the foot. That inner arch actually corresponds, you can feel a ripple in the inner thigh as they kind of both come alive. And those inner thighs are going to gently, gently, gently tone that will keep us indicating in the way. As we inhale, tilt the tailbone down, so the bottom belly weights on the top of the tushy is going to lift the bottom of the tushy, and then press the feet and then start to lift the hips slowly off the floor in that long wave action. Yeah. Lovely. Good. So keep pressing the feet. Use the power of those hamstrings, which we can get into. Lift the hips even higher. From here you can interlace the fingers underneath your back, if you like, and use the triceps now. Good. Here very much can you fill up the lungs so that space behind the sternum can be open and buoyant, and also make the neck free. So you can feel, even as the Ujjayi breath wraps around the back of your throat, the texture and the spaciousness and the depth of the throat. Good. On your inhale, release the hands and unravel the spine. So first the upper back, then the middle back, then the lower back. Masters down onto the floor. Yes, nice. Then walk the feet as wide as the mat first. And let the knees knock in. Let them weight against each other. Supporting the body, supporting itself. And here let the weight of the pelvis descend into the floor. The next breath in, take the knees in towards the chest. How are you for shoulder stand today? Is that okay? Yeah?
Yeah, I'm still not fully there yet, but try it.
From the injury or from
No,
before?
I feel like it's probably. Oh no, I'm thinking of headstands. Never mind.
Right, no, not do that.
Yeah.
No, we would have done a lot more shoulder prep if we did that. But should we yourself a little bit further because we're going to do halasana as well. Halasana, the remover of poisons. That's what it means. So I think it's in Hatha Yoga Pradipika, or maybe I'm wrong, but in one of these texts it says that halasana, you can eat snake poison and then do halasana and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And someone was Eddie Stern, I don't remember who, someone else was just like recently, oh no, I think it was my Russian teacher, was saying like, yeah, you can do halasana once and it will cure you with death. So, or no, it wasn't halasana, oh my god, I'm telling a story about the wrong posture, it was Mayurasana. Anyway, never mind. Halasana is the remover of poisons, God, this great speech is recorded on the camera. I have to put that out. Halasana is the remover of poisons, probably because it's with the throat. And it's about the thyroid and it's about stimulating that and how the endocrine system works. So that actually makes sense. As well as myth. Yeah. So, shoulder stand is not as scary as headstand, thankfully. Not what we're doing today. We're not doing any more scary shit. There's enough out there. We're going to stay sensible. Good. So let's start by taking the knees in towards the chest. Good. Okay. So, press your hands down onto the floor on the outside edges of your hips. Then as you inhale, use the momentum of your core to lift the tushy up and then grab the lower back using the hands. Nice. Walk the hips over the shoulders. Then we can use the legs to draw yourself up towards the ceiling. Up. And it's the same thing that the inner thighs wrap towards each other. Good. So can we draw up even more? That's it. And here, we're still thinking about opening up the lungs. So even as your hands rest at the back of where the kidneys are, you can think about breathing into the kidneys, supporting the adrenals, which are also helping you flush things out of your system. You may lift up even more using your toes. That's it, good. The momentum, because the more we lift up, the more things can circulate. Thinking about flushing things out of our system. So you can even think about all the blood coming down towards your head and your brain, renewing it there. And all the blood that comes around your thyroid and refreshes it as well. Take one more breath to reach the toes up. As you exhale, take the feet behind you, see if you can get the floor.
I can do it with bent knees first.
That's fine. I'm not, it's not prison. Exactly. I don't mind at all. That's totally fine. And you can use the toes as well. Any way you like here. Good. Let's see if you can lift the hips away from the shoulders. So you don't have to move the hands, you can keep them where they are. Yeah. But instead you can think about how much can the breath stretch out the back surface of the body from the shoulders to the hips, all the way to the heels. Draw the knees in and give them squeezing towards your chest, and then staying like a tiny ball. You slowly roll. Good. Let that settle here again. You find that aftertaste. So I like finishing off with I'll take one too. Lately I really like finishing off with the supported Matsyendrasana, the fish. In the whole winter I've been practicing this as like a lung opening, so that we take the block here to the back of the shoulder blades. And we have the same active legs, inner thighs going towards each other. And then you can drape yourself over the block like this. And here you have choices. You can let the elbows be wide, or you can interlace the arms like a gomukhasana and wrap them back. This is really stimulating for the thyroid as well. And it's kind of like you tie yourself in a knot. And quite comforting.
Yeah.
So, this is something to try.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's underneath the shoulder blades. Maybe a little bit higher. Yeah. So it sits under the bones,
Okay.
so that you can totally just like let it take your weight. Oh, does that feel a bit more comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now get the legs together. That's it. And point the toes away. So we find that center line all the way from the center of the toes through the inner thighs. Nice. So you can either take the arms right here, or if you like, you can wrap the elbows over each other. And then see if you can, you basically grab the wrist. Yeah.
This is nice.
And then let's see, if your left hand is on top, then you take your head slightly right. So you kind of get the chin in a little nook. And the fingertips touch the earth ever so slightly, and that helps us make that connection there. And even though it's a tight squeeze with the arms and the shoulders, and the power of the legs, which still supports us, yeah. But you can think about how much can I find softness in the chest. Take another breath and let it be slow. Swap the arms into the other direction. When you take the chin to that little nook, as the hands come back towards the floor. And here, let the breath wrap around you. Ready, you can unravel and take the arms wide to maybe enjoy a breath or two in a freer shape. When you're ready, you can take the soles of the feet to the floor and roll off the side just so you can take the block away.
I feel like I have no like back in any way. Like it just feels so loose and
Lovely. Yeah. Oh, good. That's it. So from here, you can just take the knees in and give them a squeeze. All that's left is to feel like we have no body in a way.
yeah, like really loose and yeah, it's so nice.
Oh, good. Especially, I guess, since you've had pain, I was aware that we should be careful.
Yeah.
They would have nothing.
No, I didn't feel that, which is nice.
Good.
Taking this.
Sweet. The power of the legs helps.
That really helped, like I've been doing like pushing. I
Mm-hmm.
thought maybe you put that in just for me.
No, I love that. I put it in almost all things.
Yeah.
And you know who taught me that? James Bogue.
Oh really?
Yeah, in his movement classes.
Really good for. Is it for SI or is it just?
It's a psoas activator.
Right. Yeah.
So obviously, the more you can support from the front, the more stable it will be at the back.
Yeah.
So that's
Really good.
there's a really good series on Bandha Yoga. I can send it to you. It's literally a PDF of psoas activation,
That'd be good.
and it's literally like extra stuff you can do in postures you do all the time, like Trikonasana.
Yeah.
And that is really nice. And that, if that helped you, then that whole series will help you a lot.
Okay, thank you. Now that I'm homebound, all I'll be doing is yoga and work.
That all of us literally.
Yeah.
Well, here all you have to do is put your clothes on. Or as you like, you know, whatever. And make yourself comfortable. Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Would you like that?
No, I'm okay, thank you, yeah. So find your coziest setup. After the strength of the practice, we always take time to unwrap. So find the heavy parts of you and how they meet the earth. That's probably the strength of the bones, pelvis, the skull, the whole of the arms and the legs, and let them descend. But then as you inhale, fill all of the other spaces with breath. Maybe all of the deep corners that you've met and found and discovered today. And as you exhale, even let those soften. As we return to the earth, we return to the natural rhythm. In fact, all our rhythms are natural, they're just responses to what's going on outside. So notice as your body starts to adjust to stillness, how the heart rate and the rate of breath start to smooth out. Notice how your body is always working to support what's going on. All of the systems working together in a beautiful symphony. Cardiovascular, digestive, lymphatic, nervous. And so for the next few moments, let all of those systems do their thing as they absorb the magic of the practice. And let your mind dissipate and rest as the intelligence of the body takes over. the centre of you, which is grounded. The inhale softens. And the exhale lets things drop away. Let yourself slowly find movement in fingers and toes. And then any larger movements that feel okay and good and necessary. When you're ready, you can start to roll over and let things settle on the floor before you come up. Let's close the practice together by letting the sit bones root down again, last time. And draw the shoulders away so that the spine lengthens.